So why am I sending you this? Well, I've been creating an app called Together, and in Together we are sharing stories from people around the world.
We're excited to focus on you in one of our Together stories.
I know that it's going to be a really special addition to an already really special app that's used across the globe.
There's no pressure. It's a simple story told in a simple way that will encourage someone on their path.
You can say whatever you want without judgment.
It's funny, you really clearly state to not overthink it. Don't overthink it. Something big, something small, don't overthink it. So much thinking. Total overthinking. Overthought it.
I know it sounds a little bit daunting to respond to that and share a story.
Don't think of Instagram or Facebook, but more about transparency and authenticity.
You know, I see this as a personal diary entry or a journal.
Honest, raw even.
So this is the simple ask for you.
So this is the simple ask.
And this is the simple ask up front.
What was one specific thing, small or big, that someone did for you that positively impacted you?
So I have this really good phone call with a colleague. We hammer some things out. We hang up. He calls me back. He said, "Hey, have a second?" "Yeah, what's going on?" "Ali, you're always asking us how we feel, how we are. How are you?" Whoa. It was so wild. It was so powerful. It was so moving. Those 3 words coming from somebody who actually genuinely cared, who just took a moment in his busy day to see how I was feeling. That was awesome.
Really, in the snap of fingers, I found myself with no savings, no money, no means to pay rent. Everything that I had saved, I had invested into this company, and so I was extremely nervous, full of anxiety. I felt very alone and discouraged, and out of nowhere, a good close friend of mine, Nick, randomly called, and I had only been friends with Nick for about a year, but you know, it was enough for him to either believe in me or just see a need that he knew that he could fulfill and support, and he generously gifted me some money, and when he told me he was going to do it, I cried because I really had nowhere to go. I didn't know what I was going to do, and I just felt so encouraged by that. And again, it was such a powerful act, and it made so much impact on me, and it still makes impact today, just because I feel like I have a safety net. I know that he would pick me up in the same way.
What is one specific thing, small or big, that you did to positively impact someone else's life?
Hello, I would like to answer that question. Well, recently my niece had surgery. She was feeling a little down, so I sent her a joke. And it positively made her feel happy, and it made her laugh after the surgery. You know, it's a traumatic thing to go through, big or small, doesn't matter. So she laughed and she said, "Thank you, Auntie, you really made me laugh," and that made me feel really good.
Yeah, I come from a family that really values sharing, and so we have relocated to a farm, and we have an abundance of citrus, and our mission is to deliver vitamin C to COVID-19 hotspots in South Africa. It's called Project Orange, and we, as the Ruben Richards Foundation, have facilitated a donation of 19 million oranges from citrus producers in the Western Cape in South Africa. Orange. And that was my small act of kindness. giving oranges to those that need it the most.
My next door neighbor had just moved in to our complex, and I went over and introduced myself to him, and we've become really good friends. He called me one day and asked me if I would mind taking a key to his house so that when he went on vacation, if the alarm went off, then someone else would have a key to get in. Now, he just met me. I have no prior relationship with him, so a friendship grew out of, I think, one kind gesture.
Were you ever brand new to a city, group, or community? Did anyone do anything to make you feel like you belonged?
So I had a huge move when I was 17 years old. I moved from a small town in Virginia to a big city, Los Angeles, California. Wow. I was always exiled. I was always tossed aside, put into the back, literally. And it was hard. It was hard. I understand isolation, and now I can say with so much gladness in my heart that I understand and I've seen community. And I've seen what it can do. And it's a beautiful thing. So anyone struggling with isolation, I just encourage you to keep moving forward. Keep finding people who align with your purpose. And if you don't know what your purpose is, keep meeting people who have the same likes and interests as you. Because eventually you'll find common ground. You already have something that connects you together. Whether it be something big, like a career move, or whether it be something small, like we both like to crochet or go bowling. That's already a connector. And just move and flow in that. And be encouraged always.
How did it make you feel?
And how did that make you feel?
And how did it make you feel?
Felt so good, and I felt safe and vulnerable and willing to answer and excited to answer, and I felt elevated. He elevated my mood.
I just felt so confident when that happened. I felt so supported. I felt so just encouraged and grateful and loved.
Happy storytelling, and thank you so much.
And thank you.
And thank you. We know how time is precious.
You got this. Sending love and positivity your way.